Right. That ladder's just gone past. It seems to go past every time I'm here around about 9 o'clock. And it goes down there and opens that gate. I don't know. First I thought he was some kind of horrible person who was trying to... But he gets in like a criminal or something. But no. He's obviously got keys and he does it every... well, a lot of the times I'm here. So there you go. Hi T. So this top fan's weird shit going on. Be first on the leaderboard by showing support. Try sending live chat or super chat. Alright, okay. It's my channel, so I'm not sending anything. Right. Bim, guess what? Toss back with a vengeance. You alright, T? Hope you're good. Wobbling, is it? It's already wobbling. I just try to fix it then as well. It was a bit wobbly earlier. Anyway, 6 minutes past 9. Welcome. A few new subscribers to the last road trip coming here. So welcome to you people. Busiest I've seen that road as well for a while. It's all go, isn't it? Oh. Mother was asleep, but I had a good chat with her last week, so it's all good. Ali's lights have just changed to green, so we're not going to get through there. So I'll make myself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and just chillax. Also be a reminder that my show that I do every week on a Thursday, news at 10 past 8, it's changing this week because we're in July now, and it's changing to news at 10 past 10, and it's where I discuss world politics, the wars going on around the world, UK politics, other news that's gone on, and we have a laugh at the end of it. You can join the chat and I can actually respond to the chats as well. We'll try and keep it on topic. It's fun if you want to talk about, you can do that when I do the bit at the end where I'm doing the photo news, where we talk about memes and things like that. But I do talk about serious subjects and give my opinion on them. Most people seem to agree when I speak to about my opinions, and the likes seem to say so as well. Usually 100% likes on the shows, but I am very controversial in that respect. Anyway, none of that tonight. This is a drive home, and we are... Well, I'm melting at the minute, to be fair. Open the back door, back windows, not the back door. Yeah, just open the back door of the car. That's a good idea, isn't it? Try and change the air. That's not working, is it? It's just making a horrible noise. That's better. Sweden, it's been cooler today, but you get in the car and it's boiling. Nah. There was an articulated lorry trying to do a U-turn on here earlier. I thought Keir Starmer was driving it. Hey. But I think he gave up, so it probably wasn't Keir Starmer. I've written about BMW drivers as well in my latest column in Wigan Today. Go on Wigan Today website, type in Wigan Today, Facebook, whatever, scroll down. Or if you go onto the Wigan Today website, go onto news, go onto opinions, and you'll see my pondering. I ponder on things. And oh! And there you go. Didn't see that coming. Secret! Wobbly on these roads, isn't it? But don't worry, when we get on the motorway it'll smooth out a bit. So it starts to go dark, headlamps are on, headlamps are working. It's a nice church. It's probably my favourite, well no, it's my second favourite out of the three. My main favourite is the one you don't really get to see. Don't understand what the top fan things is. If you're a top fan thing, then there's a couple of names on the top fan I never even heard of. So that always adds a bit of excitement to proceedings. God, ring and ride is still a thing. Who knew? Right, we're off ski. Some woman was staring at me outside from the ring and ride bus stop. Give her a thumbs up and she looked away immediately. Oh God. You're not allowed to do thumbs up anymore. Is that considered offensive? It probably is. Anyway, Ashton Old Baths. So we're heading towards Manchester. I'm undecided whether I'm going to go over the motorway way, or not the motorway way. I haven't got long to decide proper though. Stuff it, let's go. Let's go the scenic route. change before we get there. It's got to be close. I saw that coming. That's the new shiny speed cameras. So 40, we're doing 35. Not by going any faster because the traffic lights at the end are on green, so we need to floor it. I'm joking. Well, I've gone up to 40 because if they change to red, then we're stuck here forever. That was a really slow getaway from the car in front of the car in front of me, which could mean that I could nip through onto the right side and actually get past before. But then it was because these were on red that they went slow. Yeah, well, I'm not driving a BMW, am I? Did I mention I'm slagging off BMW drivers? We've got a tram even. Remember, God, a while ago, this bit freaked me out because you see how the tram cuts across? Well, I was right where the tram was heading towards, and I thought the tram was going to crash into me. There. I was a bit panicky. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Right, these lights have changed to red. So the car in front of the car in front has actually got through with a pretty big gap. So VJD has kind of let the side down. We could have got through then. There was a close enough, a big enough gap to get us all through. Now we've got red chick on the right. Just going to try and nip through on the inside. You're falling down, aren't you? Oh no, it's going round. There's a tram again, so it stops at the stop. The tram is not driving on where we are. It's driving in a tram lane. Follow it down to Droylsden by the looks of things. Never noticed that before. The thing that picks up the signal, well, the electricity, the bar, the actual cable that the electricity is in kind of drifts left to right on that bar. It's not in one place. Anyway, it looks like we're overtaking tram. That's the exchange before we get there. Oh, it's close, but no cigar. Down towards the Etihad, also known as the Etihad. Oh, I always wondered where Avalon was. Avalon. Okay, that wasn't in tune by any stretch of the imagination, but nothing I ever do is in tune, so there you go. next station. So again, we're pulling away now from the tram. We'll probably catch a tram coming towards us. I'll see a tram coming towards us. In fact, I think I can see a tram coming towards us. But yeah, the cables, if you look at these cables, they kind of zigzag a little bit. Maybe that's so it doesn't wear down, maybe it's done deliberate. Anyway, here's the tram, car in front of it. Got up to the car that was ahead of us. Yeah, a little bit sick in my mouth there. Well, fair is fair. What? Through. And now we have to drive on the tram lines because between the tram lines is pothole hell. Yesterday I went for a walk in some woods and it was horsefly hell. Well, in between these tracks is pothole hell. A bit further down, to be fair, we're alright up here. As soon as you get past Aldi, then it all kicks off. See the patchworks in the road, but only between the tracks. And then you start seeing potholes. You see the car in front start bouncing around a bit. Whereas I'm on the track, so I'm perfectly fine. Need to brake slightly. Fraction of a second, I'm off the tracks, I'm on the tarmac. In fact, most of the potholes look like they've been filled in for now. Probably because it's summer. I imagine the potholes develop more at winter time. It's winter time and there's no need to be cold because we're in the UK and it's not winter here. See the cranes in the distance, that's building the new extension to the Etihad Stadium. That's it for the trams. So we're now in the Etihad Stadium area. Something slightly different. We're going to go straight on here, which I don't normally do. That'll mix it up a bit, you know. So it's all about mixing it up. So you get to see the Etihad a bit more. Not the bit they're building on though. The bit they're building on is the other end. I'm pretty sure this is the bit they built when after the Commonwealth Games. And I was bread man when the Commonwealth Games were on. Used to drive around in a Rathbones bread van. dropping bread off at various shops, Co-op, Heron, that kind of thing. So we're heading down now into the Ancoats area of Manchester. I used to come down here all the time on the bus, because this was the bus route when I was a kid. And we'd go straight on here. To the left, down the bottom, was the people who did the demolition of the mill near us. Their offices and things next to the river. You know, we come up here. We have to go left at these lights. And all these here, all these tall buildings were not here. It was like a shitty council estate type thing, if I remember rightly. And now it's all posh apartments. And there was also a building which we'll pass on the left, which always had white around the windows. They were, you know, small panes of panes of glass windows. They had them, and each one of them, it's like, you know, when people do crappy snow pictures, it was like that around the window. So it's this building ahead, the red building. They've built an extension on the back and now it's all apartments. But yeah, it was obviously a flour mill or something similar at the time, and literally all these mills around here, all these buildings around here, apart from this one mill, are brand new. I say brand new, less than 20-year-old. This was the mill where all the flour was around the windows. No, it's actually the other side. Or it might have been this one here. But now they're posh apartments. Obviously. But yeah, it's totally different from what it was. And this is the Ancoats area of Manchester. So if you turn left, you end up going back to the Mancunian Way and all that. But yeah, every time I come around here, there's new buildings I've never seen before. I mean, the one directly in front of me is basically well, no, it's one building, but it's got like a mezzanine area at the back, although it's got a roof on it. It looks like some kind of communal, and it said commune then, well, a communal area. But everything around here is, yeah, was not here when I was a kid. I mean, literally everything you can see is new. Where am I going? Down here. I don't even know how to get around the bloody corners. It's that different. And some of the first ever out of town shopping I ever saw was on the field on the right there, and it was Toys R Us and Mothercare and all that. It was the first big shopping units I'd ever seen. Now the buildings on the left have been there for a while, but obviously they're all modernised now and everything. But everything else is brand new, except for that. Looks like they're going to do something on that site. So as we come into Manchester proper, got more and more new buildings, but there is one building they've saved, and I remember again when I was a kid, particularly on the top of the deck of the bus, you could look down, you could see the printing presses printing the newspaper, and it was the Daily Express building, and now it's offices and apartments. But they had massive printing presses. It was, yeah, for a small child at the time, it was like, wow. It was spectacular. Again, everything I can see is new. I can't actually remember what was here before. It's just apartment blocks everywhere, and you go along the Mancunian Way and it's exactly the same. It's just apartment blocks everywhere. Professional driver there stopping in the, oh, two professional drivers stopping in the yellow hatched area. Brilliant. You gotta laugh, haven't you? Oh. So we're heading towards the AO Arena. This car's come out of the junction. Managed to squeeze past the back end of the taxis. Are we going to let them go, or are we not letting them go? We're not letting them go. I'm letting the Jag next to me decide whether we're going to let them go or not. And the answer was no. So there you go. Or not, as the case may be. Or not. But yeah, every building I can see is pretty much brand new. The only exception is the low building that's got like the angled light, white light on it on the left, just above the corner of the car in front of me. That looks like an original building, and the, I don't know what style they call it, Express building, Art Deco, I think. Yeah, Art Deco. Was it Art Deco? Yeah, it was like the 30s, when everything was rounded and beautiful, and black and white and everything. People are bipping horns at people and stuff, and yeah, it literally lets two cars through. But yeah, so this building here is an original one on the left. In fact, that whole block is. So no doubt that's going to get knocked down soon. Everything else is not. And then you've got the Express building on the right, just past the trees. We're going to go. Any time this week would be nice. Cyclist. Straight through, obviously. So there's the Art Deco building. Right, I don't think you'll see much of it. I'll have to leave room for the bike. There he goes. Obviously stopped with the red light. No, maybe not then. But yeah, you can see I can see officers and things like that, and then down the bottom it's all lit up in very colourful lighting. Right, so we've overtook one of the professional drivers who was in the grey. Yep, there goes the cyclist cutting across in front of a car, as you do. No lights, nothing, dressed completely in black. Then you come down here now, there used to be a band on the wall around here, which I think was this grey building on the left, used to be a band on the wall, and then there was the building there was completely new, and then on the right there used to be Smiley Garage. Oh, it's still there, but now it's called Ramadan thing or other. It's like some kind of club or something. And then we're in the co-op area, so a lot of the buildings around here been built by the co-op. I'm going to drop down now towards Victoria Station. There's building going on everywhere around me, as in new buildings. Like the one directly in front of us now is actually built in the narrow strip between the railway station and the road. It's bonkers. The building to my left is the CIS building, the original co-op building. The one to my right that you can't see is the rounded one that they built to replace the one on the left. That was the tallest building in Manchester for decades. Not anymore. I mean, that one in front of us is just huge. Oh, it's one of them motivational things right there. Don't know why I like you like I do. Jesus. Throw me the seat back. So yeah, that building there is hiding Victoria Station. This used to be where the, what looked like it was made out of polythene bags, roof was. And then more new buildings to the right. And then you can see more new buildings being built on the left above the car park, which is the AO Arena. Let the go. You see Strangeways Tower ahead. No doubt that'll be turned into apartments at some point. Well, some might argue it already is. Yeah, these buildings here. Wow, they're huge. On the site of the old Boddington's Brewery, and Boddington's moved to Wales. And I'll be honest with you, it's never been the same since. The Manchester water is obviously so much nicer. It was the cream of Manchester was the advertisement for Boddington's back in the day. So we're now going past the AO Arena. Let's go! And again, this is more Boddington's Brewery buildings on the right, which is now U7, Manchester. We're going to go right here. Basically following professional driver. That used to be the building directly in front of us. Looks like it's been turned into apartments with it, stuff built on top, but that used to be quite a posh lighting shop that sold posh lighting for big houses and the like. Right, we've got a filter, so I don't know how long the filter will be on for, probably about 1 second. That building directly in front, Jesus, never seen that before. And there's one behind it, it's even bigger. Right, actually this building on the right, in one of my very early blogs, might have even been Walk Around Manchester, I did actually walked along that when it had the hoardings up for the building site that were actually yellow and black to represent the Boddington's Brewery, because obviously their packaging is yellow and black. And I walk along there and it's in the background. It might have been a vlog, I don't know, because I don't mention where I am in the vlogs. So professional drivers just nearly run someone over, so they're having a discussion about that on a side street. Now we're in the counterfeit capital of the Northwest. If you want any dodgy gear, clothes mainly, although I say there's other dodgy gear you can get, then you can. We've just passed what was the fashion house, that famous designer guy, what's it called? Not Roger, some or other. Anyway, if we turn left here, which is what we're about to do, this starts bringing us back on track to getting back to our roots. Well, that might have been a premature churn. Yeah, little diversion through the centre of Manchester there, well, the outskirts of the centre of Manchester. So all this is prime, isn't it, for tower blocks and the like. Keep tipping on me, which is really annoying. Right, is this a car wash? Yeah, it used to be a petrol station. This is a car wash. So we turn right here, and this brings us out at the playing fields where there was a tragedy recently. But where for many years at night I drive past and just see lots of ghost-like faces, mainly I assume kids on mobile phones, and the only light was off the screen, so you get that weird facey thing going on. How greedy are cyclists? They've got the road and a cycle lane. Greedy bastards. Wouldn't mind, they don't even follow the rules of the road anyway. Again, everything around here is brand new. I mean, none of this was here 15 years ago. So in the scheme of things, that is massive. I promise. Anyway, we drive along here and we get to the playing fields to which I was referring, which are lit up at the moment. There's lots of people wearing yellow and orange vests for football. When I was at school, you were either shirts or skins. I never liked being on skins because the girls could see my skinny body, and I didn't like that because you could see my ribs and everything. It was horrible. Now I'd kill to have a body like that. Well, not literally, obviously. It probably means I'm desperately ill. You know what I mean. I even tried one day not taking my PE kit because I didn't want to do games, and of course you had to go into the lost property, and I swear to God, the teacher was taking the mickey out of me. Got some very 80s, well 70s nylon shorts that were tighter than, I don't know, some of this tight, which, yeah, cut circulation to various parts of my body, and an equally tight, very shiny top as well. It was horrible and horrendous. I never forgot my kit again though, so it worked. When I walked, you could hear the shorts squeak, and they were that tight. It was just horrendous. Anyway, hash burgers. It says open, even though it looks like it's in darkness, unless it's gone into a dark kitchen. Dark kitchen being one where you can't actually go in and buy anything, but Deliveroo and other Just Eat, etc. just go in and pick stuff up. No, we are moving. Okay, I thought we'd just, we were waiting for that car to move, which was fine, and then we were just stopping. Right then, so we're now, regular viewers will recognise this stretch. Again, all the buildings on the right are brand new. They used to be, well, they were like dormitory buildings for the university. And then the Lidl has come up very recently. That's not been open long, Lidl. It's not been built long either. A year ago that was not there at all. There was just a sign saying supermarket. Whether they call Lidl super or not, I'm not sure, but anyway, it's definitely a convenience store. Right, so we're now heading up to the petrol station in the 90s that was, always had police cars outside it when I was driving home to Wigan up here, because it had been shut up by the people who shoot up things. So I've got another little diversion. Yeah, let's follow the Mini. So I've left room for the cars to get past, because I'm nice. Go, 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 Mini, you can go, go, go. Oh, thank you. It's a bit weird, isn't it? A ghost bike with flowers on it, so has someone been killed on a bike there? Is that their bike that painted it white and left it there? Now this estate's been here for donkeys. Basically, if you think of Shameless, think of the Chatsworth estate, ladies and gentlemen. I knew a few people who lived on there, and it was very Chatsworth estatey. Might be nicer now, but I doubt it. So this road brings us out to Ancoats, which used to be a massive mine, which when we were in Ashton and I was talking about the tram nearly crashing into me. It felt like it was. Well, that area there was called the Snipe, and there was a snipe pit there where McDonald's is and everything. And my biological father worked there, and he used to be the train driver underneath in the pits. And he'd actually, the train would come to Ancoats here, completely underground. So he'd transfer people on different shifts, or coal or equipment or whatever, from Ancoats to Snipe and back again. Of course, all them mine shafts now are probably flooded. Anyway, now it's all industrial, and then there is a couple of mills on the left here, and a row of houses on the right, terraced houses. Very Coronation Street this, because you've got like a mill on one side, which is what Coronation Street had at one point. Although that mill looks, I know it's just been had a bit of cladding put on it. There's also a house on here on the right that, for some bizarre reason, had a silhouette of an ex-murderer and death with a scythe in the window, like permanently. Can't see it now, so. And then we come out at one of the biggest Jewish cemeteries in Manchester, as well as one of the biggest cemeteries in Manchester as well, just in general. This road is not the best road in the world. So these houses are very new as well. A massive cemetery on my right, where they've got a tradition, or there's a thing around here of leaving lights on graves, which I find incredibly creepy. So a lot of the graves in that cemetery, gravestones, have got those nightlight things on them. I don't think I've seen that anywhere else other than there. And then as you come around here on the left is the Jewish cemetery, which has been horrendously vandalised, and I don't believe in anything like that. We should never vandalise any funeral graveyard or anything similar. Well, that car obviously went through on red then, didn't it? That's what I wrote about in the paper a few weeks ago. So yeah, all this area to the right, no, to the left, sorry, when you see the new buildings, all this apparently was the colliery. Agecroft Colliery. And I've mentioned this before, but not for a few years, there was also a house here, a posh house in grounds and everything, somewhere in the area, which was bought by an American at the beginning of the last century, taken down brick by brick and rebuilt in America. And I found it online, and I think it's called Agecroft House or something similar. But before it was demolished, my great-grandma, was it great-great-grandma, was a servant there, and she lived there before she moved to Stalybridge. Right, we're going to go right here, because we've not been down here either for a long while. And we don't need to use indicators, do we? Okay. When in Rome and all that. Where the trains would come and collect the coal and take it to the power stations, or there might have even been a power station down here, I don't know. But once we get around this windy bit, oh, very flat. It's got a tip as well and everything. There's a massive recycling centre thing going on. Again though, like Wigan, these trees have obviously reclaimed a lot of the land, but I assume either side of us was heavy industry at some point. There's the tip, and then we get to a rather bizarre junction. So on the right we can't see what's going on, but there's a sign here, and it always reminds me of like a James Bond's baddie lair, you know, where they're coming up with some missile to launch into space to capture, I don't know, the space station or something. And Bond has to come along and sort it out. This is a very weird junction coming up. This is a very steep hill as well. In fact, that is basically a very wide valley which has come through with a few train lines on it as well. So we have to stop here if there's anything coming, which there isn't, so we don't have to stop. So it makes Gathurst look like it's flat land. Footpath? No footpath. Don't bother with footpaths here. What are you on about? It's Manchester. Don't bother with footpaths here. And then we're immediately onto a housing estate, which is bonkers. Well, they're new apartments there. The ones on the left. Prader Shops on the left has been there for as long as I can remember. And then most of the houses around here have as well. So we're now heading to what was a roundabout with a pub. Oh, the pub's on the, yeah, still a roundabout, is it? What the hell? Yeah, it's kind of a roundabout, there's a bit of it left. I always thought the pub was on the right, not the left, but there's a school on the right, which is very similar to a pub, no doubt. Then we head up here. Again, these are newer properties on the right. We've got a set of traffic lights here. Go straight on, perfect timing. You know where we are again now, don't you? I mean, the viewers who've watched this for a long while will have known where we are for a long while. But we're now heading towards Swinton. Coming to the railway bridge and the railway station for that matter. And then dropping down into Swinton town centre. More recently we've come from the next set of traffic lights from the right. Asda on the far left. Oh yeah, Keystone was in there. There you go. And we're going to go right. Do we get a filter? I think we do actually. And you will see briefly the church, but you won't see much of it because of the what's we call it? Trees. We've got leaves on. So if it's winter, you'd see the church lit up, but you probably won't see that. Right, lights are changing. Well, that one off. Right, do we get the filter? Yes, we do. So yeah, you can't really see the church, but the church is there, the side of the trees. And then we go past the home of the filth. Da 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 da. Get back in your box. Edging forward then. You're not in your cab car now, mate. So we're now on the A6, which is the road we came on last week. So we go left here, we head down to the M61, but we'll go straight on, which is, I mean, to be fair, it's as broad as long. It's a little bit slower this way, but not a lot. This is where we head into Walkden and all the others, and this time I am not turning off. Because last week I turned off and got very, very lost. So and there was a diversion. So we're just staying on this road now. So we're about to go under the motorways, slip road for the East Lancs, 2 slips for the East Lancs off and on, the M60 ring road and the slip road off the onto the M61 and the A666. Someone on a bike, we've got bike lanes. I knew there's no lights on the bike, but there aren't on the pavement. You can't please all the people all the time. Going up to Brian's Carpets, but they misspelt it Brian's. Fools. About it, stay where you are. Good fun. So we're on exactly 30 miles an hour in an exactly 30 mile an hour thing. So even that said 30 mile an hour then. Brains Carpets is on the right, just after the white van now, lit up, arched window, Brains Carpets. I say they've spelled it wrong, they said Brian's, I mean, come on. And we're now heading into Walkden. changed. They might have changed back by the time we get there, but we'll find out when we get there. They stay on red for a long while, so hopefully they stay on green for a long while. About long enough anyway. Got a nice church on the right, which featured in the walk round Walkden I did a while ago. Brand new Texaco petrol station. So if you turn right, you end up in Bolton. If you go diagonal, you end up in Tyldesley. If you go straight on, you end up in Preston. We're not going to Preston, but we are going straight on. So, whoa. The drivers in Walkden are not brilliant. Let's talk about overreacting. Got the Walkden Mackey's on the right, and behind that is KFC. There's no one queuing at Mackey's. And there's a car at KFC, so KFC is busier than Mackey's today. Shock or a gasp and probe. Probe. Just gone 10 o'clock. Now heading up to my least favourite set of traffic lights that I regularly drive through, because as I always point out, we're currently in one lane. It goes to 2 lanes for the traffic lights, and then immediately goes back to 1 lane. I mean, what was the point? As you're overtaking a horse and cart, I don't really see what the point of those traffic lights being like that are. Anyway, we're now heading to Little Hulton. Once we've gone past the SR petrol station. Going past the Shamrock pub. Night is descending. So now Little Hulton. Traffic lights at the end, where the Enterprise car rental place is. So the car in front's just done to the car now in front what the car previously in front did to the car that was previously in front. Why are we doing 20 mile an hour as we go past Spice and Spirits? Why is this car braking? Why is it driving on the wrong side of the white lines? Four minutes past 10. There's a sizable gap to the car that was in front of me, which has caught up to the car which is now in front of it. So I don't know what is occurring. It's all very peculiar. We've now got up to 30 mile an hour, so it's not so bad. Shop shut. Used to have the Christmas lights on for like 2 years in the shape of a Christmas tree, fairy lights. As we go past the new building site, you see more apartments or houses. Pub, engineering place. As we enter the 40 mile an hour speed limits. This is Bolton apparently. Have I ever done a walk around Bolton? Don't think I have. It's weird. This thing is now doing 29 and a 40. Mind you, there's a car in front of it, so. My age, I should be the one doing the bloody stupid slow driving. Alright, good, we've got a chance to overtake. There we go. Hurrah! Open road. So we're now up to 40. No, we're not, we're up to 38 actually. So we're on the A6 and we're heading towards, well, the traffic lights where the bus shelter on bridges. Well, you won't see it. Someone breaking the law then. There, breaking the law, breaking the law. Although it does seem a bit strange, doesn't it, that you can hire scooters in city centres, but you can't own one. Mind you, they burn houses down, so it's like karma. So we're not far off now. We've got Wigan appearing on the old road signs. Got the Red Lion pub. Looks like it's in darkness. It's only 10 past 10. Wow. Go, go, go. Your own time. Right, so we were surrounded by cars a minute ago. Now we are, well, I am all by myself. I like being all by myself. And coming up to the, obviously the locals around here don't like this ice cream parlour in this farm because they just put cones out everywhere. It must be when someone parks over your drive, yeah, I get that. I would literally, I'd just buy like a forklift truck and just park it on my drive, and if someone blocks my drive, just pick the car up and move it on top of a, I don't know, porta cabin or something similar. That light is so bright I can't even see the bloody road. That car, jeez. Anyway, we're now heading towards easy then as well. We're only doing of course there. It's just after this white van on the left. I'll slow down, there's nothing behind me. Behind this white sign here, there's the night, if you can see it. So, here we are at Checkers roundabout. It's a restaurant that we've just passed. It used to be called Checkers. I used to drive around here when I was going home when I worked in Manchester. I never went because I don't do restaurants. How much of a fork I've done? Jesus Christ. It's like the place that sells thingamabobbies. Not outhouses, conservatories has gone bust. Those lights are definitely going to change before we get there. Or not. Oh, they did when I got there, but I was already on. Heading towards, I'm getting a green light but I can't read it. 36, it says 38 on my speedo, but I'll take 36. And then it drops to 30 when you go over this bridge. Not braking, just take my foot off the accelerator. Actually. So we've now got the next set of traffic lights ahead. These are on red forever. La la la. Hey. Oh, that was handy. So give them a little song and they'll change for you. Like the car in front doesn't know how to change gear. Oh no, we've made it to 30. 0 to 30 in 4 hours. This is where we've got this weird new road layout thing going on. It's all a bit weird and new and roady and layouty. Because you like, we used to go straight on where those green lights are on the right. Now we come round here, this really substantial bit of road. I thought there was. Now we have to move out of our lane, but we can't because there's cones in it. I'm joshing. Bet the people who live down there are really made up now because they've got their own little peace and quiet from the roads, the traffic and the lorries and everything. Anyway, we're nearly now at the junction. I'm going to turn us to the Gerard Arms. Which is here. So if you watched the Wigan Walks 21, actually walked the length of Aspel Strait a few days ago, having had a walk round the church that I always talk about when I drive past it. More of a walking along a road kind of walk, that one. So we're now coming up to the Gerard Arms, which is still lit up outside, so that's nice. Lit up on the inside, and there are people inside as well. Nice. So I went for a walk along canal. I got to the top locks. I then crossed the bridge and then crossed another stone bridge, walked along a muddy footpath, and then past some houses, and then ended up in a right weird place. I think I said it reminded me of Home Firth. And then came out at a golf course, kept walking along the footpath, and then I came out on this road at the left of this roundabout, but quite a long way down the road. So then I walked the length of the road because I had a rough idea where I was, and I popped round this corner and there was a church, so I went in the gates there, I had a wander around the church, did a bit of filming, and then I walked the whole length of this road, and it's quite a long road when you're walking it. And then I filmed at the War Memorial, and then I walked up the hill to Old Hay Hall, not Hay Hall, Old Aspel, and the church there, which was bizarre because it's made of sandstone, which is not unusual, but the sandstone had lines on it. Oh, there's a car driving there with no lights on. Brilliant. The car in front of me. No lights on. And it's a dangerous car. I'm going to back off here. The car in front of me is backed off as well. No, I'm not going. Anyway, yeah, I walked up the hill, and halfway up the hill I noticed this brick tower, and there was a young lad, well, youngish, late teens, early 20s, walking his dogs, and I did feel a bit sorry for him because he had no top on. It was very hot, he had no top on, and he did look like he caught the sun quite badly. I didn't say anything, but I asked him, "Here mate, do you know what this tower is?" And he said, yeah, it's the air vent tower for the pits underneath. So all the heat and the dusty air and everything can get out. It's like a... Oh, that's nice. Oh, we got a police car here. Have we? No, we haven't. It's just the car with no lights on. It's just turned right up the Hayall Road. So the good news is the car with no lights on is now going down a single track road. God's sake. Which is ironically, the other end of that road is where I came out when I cut through past the church, and that's where I saw the gates. And then I'm wandering around Hayall, the back end of Hayall. So have I put that up yet? Don't know if I put that one up or not yet. I must have done. I've done that many walks now, I can't remember whether I put them up or not. Anyway, we're over the canal. We're going past, which is still open as well, the Crown Hotel. For hour and 17. It's not so bad, is it? I've done another walk that I've not put up yet, and that's where I got bit to pieces. There's also a bit where I show my chest, which I don't think I'll put on, to be fair, because I don't want to put people off. I look like I'm about 90, because I've just literally sprinted for about a quarter of a mile trying to get away from the horseflies. And at my age, with my weight, that's not a look, especially when you're hot already. So yeah, I'll probably not show that bit. I might shove it in when I do my weights. I'm still doing my weights, by the way. I'm still recording them every week. So past Mount Auto Repairs. So the speed camera, which is pointing at us now as we still come down a hill. Past tiny Tesco. Over the Welly Loop footpath racetrack. White Lion Railway, sorry. So we're now in Welly. Just past Spa on the far right. Seem to be supporting a rapper from Glastonbury, apparently. Not sure about that. And then through the lights, past Windsor's World of Shoes. Oh, the apartments, don't tell me someone in the apartments now. No, they're still fitting them out by the looks of it. Earl of Balcarres, which is soon going to be a Londis. So this car is so super careful. It's like... Right, we get the filter. Uh-oh. I said uh-oh, fog lights are on red. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing different with that either. It's pretty normal. Oh, there's a car coming out of Tesco. And there's a car waiting, so we've got to go through the full cycle of lights. So we've got an articulated lorry coming from the right. A few cars that will go around the corner that you won't see. Stericycle, we protect what matters. Sterilised bicycles. What the monkey's going to ride on? They need little bikes. Unbelievable. Anyway, sorry, that was terrible. We're now on. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're going up to the monument. It's 22:26. The time, not the date. So it's looking fairly quiet up here actually. Got one car behind me. It was directly behind me at the traffic lights, but it was a bit of a slow starter. So slowly catching me up. So we're at the hospital. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ambulances. Car behind me's turned off into the hospital. Got plantation gates hidden behind hoardings while they get made like new on the right. Cherry Garden pub. Where's all the traffic gone? Oh, there we go. Come around the corner, immediately get blinded by a headlight. Only one headlight though. The other headlight didn't blind me. Wibbly wobbly. And we're now coming to the intelligent traffic lights after we've gone around the roundabout. Speed camera on the right. Then the intelligent traffic lights. Just changed to red. One assumes something's going to come from the left or right or both. Or it's going to turn straight back to green for me. Oh no, it's pedestrians. And there is a vehicle on the right as well, a van. But who got there first? That we've confused the traffic lights. They're confused now. Oh no, they give it to cross traffic. Which is alright, it's Pride Month. And off we go, straight on, and we're going to go down the Beach Hill Straight, and we'll end up at dangerous traffic lights and then it's time for truck counts. Remember, it's extended now, truck counts, because of the current diversion. So we will be doing truck counts, but when we get to the top and go across the top, we will drop down again to the traffic lights. So there may be more trucks in truck counts. Remember, we only count the cabs of the trucks, the bit where the driver sits. We don't count the trailers. So a trailer without a cab we don't count, but a cab without a trailer we do count, and a cab with a trailer we count as well. So I don't know what they're actually doing up that road, to be fair. I mean, bear in mind I live around the corner. I should have gone and had a look. Will do. It might be something to do with building a new industrial unit in another area prone for horse flies. Anyway, dangerous traffic lights coming up. Right, the car in front got through. Someone assumes, yeah, there you go, cross traffic again. It's already changing though. So these have been intelligentized as well. These are definitely a little bit more intelligent than what they was. They're less unintelligent than what they were, sir. So over at Canal, over at River Dougie. Oh, can't believe it did that then, it cut out. Oh, there's people fishing here later. No, that's a nice car, isn't it? Oh, correction, what a horrible car. It was an Audi and it was green. Vile on numerous levels. Probably electric as well. Just gobbed on it when I went past. Anyway, I feel sick. Ugh. Right then, so here we go. This is truck count. Remember, I count you in on the first one, you count the rest. And when I count down 3, 2, 1, you type in your answer. Well, you type in your answer. When I say 3, 2, 1, you then send it. So everyone sends at the same time. Makes it fairer that way. So I'll remember, we're only counting the cabs of the articulated lorries, semis, 18-wheelers, big rigs. We are not counting the trailers. So we'll go up here, across and down again. So that's nothing. And that's nothing, so we've not started yet. So I count you in on the first one. That's nothing either. Anyway, 1. Remember, count them all, even if they don't have a trailer. Keep that number in your head. We don't count this one because it's moving. So that doesn't count because it's moving. It's only parked up trucks we count. Why not? This one, yeah, okay. So as you can see here, you look across the roundabout, road ahead closed, so we can't go up there. Yeah, it does look like they're doing something where the new factory is. So keep that number in your head that you've got, and we'll see how many trucks are down here. We'll add them together. Oh dear. Well, there you go then. Slightly disappointing. I can see the end of the road, where the traffic lights are. So type in your answer, and then don't send it until I say send it. That way everyone gets a chance. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it. So Gordy got it correct. Drew Frequency got it correct. Titch got it wrong. She got it right twice. Didn't get a C. So yeah, T twice. Right then. So the answer was 5, which is a bit pathetic, really. It's normally more than that. I'm not angry, I'm just decimated. Anyway, now I'm marsh green. So there we go. That is the end of this broadcast. Got 31 people watching and 31 likes. That's actually quite cool. This top fans thing, let's have a look at that. No. No. Go away with the messages. I don't want to. No, I don't. Go away with the messages. Right, top fan is number 1 Scottish Girl, 150 XP. Danger Mouse comes in at number 2 with 150 XP. Stephen O'Neill comes in with 100 XP. Titch comes in with 75 XP in 4th place. Gordy Everton is in 5th with 75. Toff is there with 75. And user BH10Y8KJ5Q. You've got 75 as well. So there you go then. I don't even know what that means, but anyway, thank you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Shed loads of videos of me doing these drive-ins all over the country from years ago. At the moment, I'm only really driving this route, although I made it more interesting by going through Manchester. Yeah, I'm only driving to and from my mum's at the minute, but I will start going further afield again at some point. But no, it's been a laugh. Been interesting to see stuff going on, see what's occurring. 20 mile an hour zone. That car's definitely not doing 20 mile an hour. It come around the corner that fast, it nearly did a head on with the car coming the opposite direction. Anyway, so that is it. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all again next week. Don't forget, if you want me to respond to what you're writing, then do a lot when I'm then check out when I'm doing a live stream in the studio, which is usually game playing, when I'm playing on games. I haven't done that for a few months, just can't be bothered in a minute. And also when I do the news, which is now news at 10:10 on Thursday night. So hopefully we'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, take care, look after yourselves. Until next time, bye.